Hello friends, today we are going to discuss on working with function in Python. First we will talk about its introduction part. Large programs are generally avoided because it is difficult to manage a single list of instructions. Thus, a large program is broken down into smaller units known as functions. It means that when complex program is divided into different subunits to make a program simplest, this smallest part is known as functions. Or we can say a function is a subprogram that acts on data and after calculation it returns value. Defining function. A function once defined can be invoked as many times as needed by using its name without having to rewrite its code. This is the main advantage of the function, that when function defined once can be invoked as many times as needed. A general format to defining a function. It's started with keyword def. After that, we have to provide name of the function and within parenthesis parameter list. Line will be ended with the colon and we have to take proper indentation for the defining of body part of the function. So here we can write any statements as a body part of the function. Next, by example, I'm explaining it. Suppose first I write def keyword to define a function. Here sum is the name of the function having two parameters x and y and line ended with proper colon. And we have to take again proper indentation for defining a body part of the function. So here this functions providing sum of x and y. So I am writing here x plus y. It will add two numbers and stored the result value in the variable s. And after storing the variable s, with the help of keyword return, we will return resultant value which are stored in variable s. And these are some important terms which are used with the function. So what it is? First, function header, and second one its parameter, third one its function body, next indentation and return statement. So what is function header? The first line of a function defining that begins with keyword def and ends with colon. And what is parameter? Variables that are listed within the parenthesis of the function header. And function body is the block of statements that defines the action performed by the function. Indentation, the blank space in the beginning of the statement within a block. And last, return statement that returns the computant result. Next, you can see here different terminology which are used with the function. First, def is a keyword to define the function. Cal something is the name of the functions having single parameter named x, and these two lines are equal to 2 into x to the power 2 and return r. These two lines indicate the body of the definition and it should be in proper indentation so that it will be calculated the body of the function def. And a equal to int input enter a number print cal sum a. These two line indicates the top level statements. Here variable a stored the value which are provided by the user, and in this line cal something we are passing the same variable as an argument, and this line indicates the invocation of the function. So whenever this line encountered, the interpreter will find and move to the definition part of the cal something. So here it will execute the function definition of cal sum, and x will receive the value which are passed by the variable a, and some calculation is going on here, 2 into x to the power 2, and resultant value is stored in variable r, and through the help of keyword return statement we will return the resultant value to the called statement, and last print function will print the resultant value. So these are the some terminology which are works with the. I am taking here some sample codes. You can see here I used some function 2 times in different way. Here some function taking one parameter n, and calculation take place here, and after calculation in first sample code you can see with the help of return statement we are returning the resultant value which are stored in variable s to the calling function. But in second sample code you can see here after calculation we are printing the result value in this place only. So this is the difference between return statement and print statement. Return statement will return the resultant value to the calling function, whereas print command printing here the output. Next, remember that the function definition does not execute the function body. This gets executed when the function is called or invoked, and this is the structure of the Python program. First, we will start with the definition of the function. Then you can use multiple functions within a program. So after defining the function, you will write top level statements. I'm giving one example to explain this fact. Here grid is a function having body part print hi there, and last two lines print at the topmost level right now and print inside name. These two lines indicate the top level statements. So whenever you start writing a program with the function, it starts with the defining of function followed by top level statements. If you want to add two numbers through a function, so again you have to start with the defining function. So here I defined a function cal sum with the body part, and after that I defined top level statements here. So how it will works? First, num1 variable takes first number provided by the user, num2 variable stored values which are provided by the user, and in this line you can see here cal sum functions is invoked with the two variables or with the two parameters num1 and num2. After this, interpreter will search and move to the definition part of the cal sum with these two parameters. So it will jump to the definition part of the cal sum, and x will receive the value of num1, whereas y variable receive the value of num2, and added them x and y, and result value is stored in variable s, and with the help of return statement we are returning the resultant value to the calling statement. So result will return here and it will be stored in variable sum, and with the help of print command it will display the result of sum. These are the functions type in Python. First one, built-in functions. These are predefined functions and are always available for use. You have used some of them: length, type, int, input, etc. And second one, function defined in modules. These functions are predefined in particular modules and can only be used when the corresponding module is imported. For example, if you want to use predefined functions inside a module, say sine function, you need to first import the module math in your program so that it will provide the complete definition of sine function to your program. And third one, user defined function. These are defined by the programmer. As programmers, you can create your own functions. What will be the flow of execution? The flow of execution refers to the order in which statements are executed during a program run. Execution frame contains generally some internal information, name of the function, values passed in function, variables created within function, information about the next instruction to be executed. So listen carefully. What will be the execution frame? Execution always begins at the first statement of the program. Statements are executed one at a time in order from top to bottom. Function definition do not alter the flow of execution of the program, but statements inside the functions are not executed until the function is called. Function calls are like a detour in the flow of execution. Instead of going to the next statement, the flow jumps to the first line of the called function, executes all the statements there, and then comes back to pick up where it left out. And what is the parameter or arguments in the functions? Argument and parameters in the functions are the variables only, but used with the function statement is known as argument or parameters. You can see here x, y, 2, 8. These are the arguments or parameters for the function. This is the flow of execution. You can see here again you have to start the program by defining the function followed by top level statements. So what will be the flow of execution? First, you define the function. After that, you have to define top level statements. Whenever you define top level statements, means here execution statement of the function, add two nums within parenthesis 5, 9. So when you write invocation statement, interpreter will find and move to the definition part of the add two nums with these two parameters 5 and 9. So after second step, it will move to the definition of the add to nums functions. And here num1 variable will take value 5, num2 takes value 9, and sum them. After adding the value, it will return the resultant value with the help of return statements. Then after that, after 4 steps, it will again move to the top level statement, and if you want to execute or invoke the same statement, again you have to write the execution statement or invocation statement. So here suppose I am writing add to nums -3, 8. Again interpreter will execute the function definition of add to with these two parameters -3 and 8. After that, it will execute the function definition, returning the value and display the output. So this is the flow of execution. This is first step, then second step, third step, fourth step, and finally by producing output it will finish the flow of. Thank you for listening me.